Hello! Mamă, din ce în ce mai babă. Astăzi jucăm The Stanley Parable, adică parabola lui Stanley, și nu știu absolut nimic despre jocul ăsta, pentru că în trailer zicea nu te uita la review-uri, nu te uita nimic, joacă și atât. Și eu am fost foarte ascultător și i-am dat drumul la joc. Nu este un joc horror, este un joc comedie, teoretic, ceva mister, ceva, n-am nicio idee, habar, nu știu, umplu, aici fac memorii la cameră, shut up. Please choose a screen in subtitle language. No subtitles. Cred că îmi trebuie totuși. Portughez? Si. Ai mai jucat vreodată parabola lui Stanley? Ce înseamnă parabolă? Păi, n-am nicio idee, am citit definiția de 2 ori și tot nu știu să vă zic. Da, jocul este luat de pe Steam, am dat 10 euro. Ok. Am auzit voci. Le-ați auzit și voi, sper, nu? E o poveste despre Stanley. 427. Eu sunt. Clar. Apăsa butoane pe o tastatură. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. Every year. Câți ani? Others might have considered it soul-lifting. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. Salut, Stanley! Been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. Atât contează, mă, dacă ești fericit la locul tău de muncă, e foarte important. E tot ce contează. Something that would forever change Stanley. Oh. Something he would never quite forget. Oh. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour. Order. He realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Ceva nu este în regulă. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. Am primit o comandă. Ok. Se vede bine? Se vede? Da, e ok. I hate Monday. Urăsc lunea. Bine ai venit. Ok. 427, lângă 429 și 428. Între. Ce ordine perfectă. Ok. Închis. Ok. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Ok, trebuie să mă duc. Da, toată lumea are liber și eu nu. Eu n-am primit informația asta. Bă, toată lumea stă acasă. Stanley, tu vii la muncă. Ok, deci trebuie să căutăm meeting room. Hei, uite, este un calculator deschis, adică ți l-am închis eu. Am salvat bani din companie. Ok. Toată lumea avea cană cu urăsc luni? Ce frunză. Ok. Ok. Mă mișc prea repede. Ok, gata. Hai, deschide! Sunt eu! When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Ok, uite, o întrebare bună. Ce facem? L-ascultăm pe domnul narator sau nu l-ascultăm pe domnul narator? A zis ușa din left. Left înseamnă stânga. Decizii! Nu vreau. Dreapta. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Da, știu. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Da, am vrut să trec pe lângă o altă ușă. Wow. Deranj. Sunt bine, mulțumesc. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Drinking it all in? Păi, nu vrei să-mi pui și o ceașcă dacă tot... Nu, a? Ok. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Prima ușă deschisă pe stânga. Ok, dacă am început jocul prin a nu-l asculta deloc pe băiatul ăsta, așa mergem până la capăt. Nope. Ok.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Da.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Chiar e foarte adevărat. Nu știu cum de n-am fost concediat, că atâta de priceput la urmărit regulile. Urma regulile. Urma. Follow. Ca un subscribe de la voi ar fi senzațional, dar voi să ascultați ce zic eu, nu invers, gen, să faceți opusul, să... nu dați-mi follow, vă rog eu. Ok, am să învăț la un moment dat că nu pot să deschid uși, deci, ok. $1.000. Penalizare pentru săritură. Ok, s-ar putea să-mi iau o penalizare de $5.000. $5.000? Cât faci pe lună? Stanley, nu te supăra. Oare pot să... Nu, sorry.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
N-am de unde să știu.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
Poți să mă duc acolo.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Fac ce vreau eu, lasă-mă în pace.
For me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Who is her? Shut up, nu mă cunoști.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Ok.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Nope, nu te ascult.
She's been waiting.
Să mai aștepte. Ok, zi-mi ce să fac ca să nu fac. Foarte frumos ați amenajat pe aici. Op! Deloc întuneric. Mai e vreo altă șansă să... Nu. Bine.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope. Efectiv, tot ce spune, noi nu facem. Niu! Scoate-l din priză.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Da, am scos telefonul din
That
priză.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
Nu e
I
adevărat.
didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Ia, verifică, te rog.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Cumva, păi,
None of these
eu sunt
decisions are
Stanley.
supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Nu-ți spun.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Ok.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Okay.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
Da.
Did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Shut up. Nu voi face nimic din ce spui tu.
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can
Oprești
educate
jocul.
you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Ia, educ-mă tu pe mine.
This helpful.
Am 30 de ani, nu mă mai educă nimeni.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But
Okay.
if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Ăla a făcut o mașină care transforma gândaci în burgeri.
Which choice would you make?
Sunt absolut convins că mai sunt câteva restaurante și în Galați care fac asta.
This room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Ok.
Not to worry.
Deci eu stric camerele astea. Ok.
Yeah. We're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see
Pericol
what the correct
peste
thing to
tot.
do would have been. This way, please.
Ok, până una alta, alte decizii nu pot lua. Am zis că nu fac nimic din ce zice el, dar... you can't jump. Why? Ok, deci, ia. Bagă și tu ăsta în priză înapoi. Poate mă mai sună cineva. Să sun la poliție. Alo, poliția! Mă pune să mă întorc pe unde am venit. Adică să mai încep o dată? Nu cred. Ba, fix asta o să se întâmple. Și mi se mai închid ușile. Hei. Ce-i cu gardul ăsta? E pentru protecția mea. Permite-mi. Ia, du-mă acasă. Mă îndoiesc, dar hai să vedem. Ok! Bun. Acum, n-am voie să... A zis să nu sar. Deci, aș fi putut să sar. Acolo e ieșirea, cred. Cu siguranță, deci... Presimt că o să mai jucăm de câteva ori jocul ăsta ca să vedem toate ce cuvânt greu. Alternativele. Dacă o ușă se deschide, alta se închide. Creier. Ok, și acum ce face? Mă duci înapoi la mine la birou? Am pantalonii de fâș pe mine, aparent.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Ok. Deci, nu facem ce zici tu. No, altă alternativă. No. No.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Suntem în... Ok. Ok, ok.
Sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that?
Cum adică?
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Nope. Ok, fără voia mea o să mergem în stânga. Deci m-ai fericit acum. Nu mai vorbești cu mine, am supărat naratorul. Ok.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about, my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Satisfacție.
What was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worth this now.
Calmează-te puțin.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How could I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Bă, nu-mi închidi jocul.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
De ce vorbești singur cu voce tare că nu înțeleg?
I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to.
Bă, nu. Nu o să-ți meargă. No! No! Mai vreau să mă joc. Ok. Domnul narator, ați uitat de mine.
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the...
Da, mă, lasă, nu mai fi supărat, că promit că o să-l joc și când o să te ascult pe tine.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Noi suntem rebeli.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
Da, sunt. Da, sunt.
My story.
Nu te mai smiorcăi și zi-mi ce mai vrei să fac ca să nu fac.
Facility, you would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
A rămas fără bate?
exactly as Stanley would.
Nope.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
No.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Perfect.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Am stricat jocul.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story
Ok.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
Bine.
follow my lead and
Bine.
Right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
Sunt încăpățânat.
The door on his left.
M-ai prins foarte încăpățânat astăzi. Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ba nu.
Nu
sunt nebun, tu ești nebun. Ok, câștigat. O să mergem în stânga. Ok. Am cedat. Da, ok. Ai câștigat de data asta. Happy now. Mi s-o și închis ușa. Ok. 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 Sala de conferință. Ok, hello. Și acum? Corect.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Nu vedeam, zic, bă, ce tehnologie ăștia, mă? Pleacă. Ok. Aici am... Ok. Broom's Closet. Bă, ești nebun? Ce vreau? Am făcut pișu. Ok, până și măturile au o debara și eu nu am o ieșire. Upstairs. Aș vrea să sar. Vă rog. Nu pot. Ok. Ce lumină e afară! Foarte frumos! Ok. Acum mi-a impus ăsta și trebuie să-l ascult cu strictețe. Ce decor, ne-am întors în timp vreo 100 de ani. Auci șef.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Până am văzut o ușă.
Behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Altceva? Ce birou are băietul ăsta?
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Cel mai scump șef.
Drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Ia. 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Ok.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Hai să nu-l ascultăm.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Da, e o
You
problemă.
didn't mishear me, did you?
Nope. Te-am auzit perfect.
Speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Da, nu mă interesează. Nu o să trecem de acest pas. Hei,
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it.
Nope.
But you know what? It's
Ce?
pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Nope.
If you didn't want to see what
Eu
I
sunt
was
regele
shooting,
povestioară.
then why did you come here?
Ha!
You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Ștește-te puțin.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ok.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Ne-am ascuns.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Asta...
Stanley, this is important.
Mi-a dat the end? Asta a fost tot? No, mai sunt multe alte versiuni și variante.
Just without you, do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Nu. Rămâi acolo, Stanley. Bravo.
Do something.
Nu.
Anything.
Nu.
This is more important than you can ever know.
Nu.
I need this.
Nu.
The story needs it.
Nu.
So, you hear me?
Nu.
Are you there?
No.
You listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure you...
N-avem voie să facem nimic pe aici, aparent. Decât să-l ascultăm pe tipul ăsta.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Ok.
Take as much time as you need.
Ok, ăla a fost primul final. Ok. Ha. Chiar a fost mișto. Chiar e super mișto. Spuneți în comentarii cât de tare vă place și cam câte părți credeți că o să fie. Pentru că deja avem o jumătate de oră de filmare și cred că o să facem vreo 2-3 episoade. Ok, am promis că de data asta o să-l ascultăm și o să fim ascultători și o să facem ce zice el.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oare chiar nu există niciun... Ok.
No matter how hard
Nu
Stanley
există
looked,
nimic de...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Da, asta face Stanley.
A single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Asta a fost amuzant. Stanley s-a dus prin birou și a atins toate lucrurile ca și când ar avea o importanță. Asta a fost amuzant, asta a fost bun, ok. Mă și văd cum stau așa un pic pe geamul ăsta așa. Hei! Prieteni! Ok, bine, facem cum ni se cere. Bă, ușul nu poți deschizi, băi. Ok, suntem ascultători. Suntem ascultători!
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ok. Stanley e foarte ascultător astăzi. Yes, daddy.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Corect.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Okay.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Corect. Yes, daddy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ok, am zis că l-ascultăm, am zis că l-ascultăm, l-ascultăm, l-ascultăm. L-ascultăm! Ok. Ok.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
Ah.
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And
Okay.
so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Okay.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nu am apăsat pe nimic.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. 2845.
Nu controlez, eu n-apăs eu, nu vă uitați așa la mine. What? Ba da, controlez eu.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Ok,
And Stanley got
mulțumesc.
the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo, lumăta, nu-mi da mie atitudinea asta, băi, tu, acest naratorul, domnul. Ok. Ok. E bine, ce fac? Domnul narator, vorbiți cu mine, că am promis că sunt ascultător. Daddy. Nu văd nicio altă alternativă, deci... Ok, presupun că o să aibă foarte multe finaluri. Și sperăm să le cuprindem pe toate, nu într-un singur joc.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Nope.
Why did he
Nu pun la îndoială nimic din ce spui,
It had
Daddy.
never occurred to him.
Nope.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Nu, Daddy. Azi sunt ascultător.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Nope. Exact ce zice. Câte ieșiri tu stai? Mama mea, o să fac 5 episoade. Ok. Acum? Whee! Whoops.
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior.
2013,
And
totuși.
you're all
Nice.
very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game,
Da.
we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So, here you go.
Ia.
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more
Ba da.
content, more
E
content,
un-
more. And
E un final bun.
I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How
Okay.
about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. Good job, you did it. Ending, not ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Ok! Mai încercăm o dată să fim foarte ascultători
Gone. What could it mean?
și să nu mai sărim în groapă.
Meeting room possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
Foarte important, nu sărim de data asta.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Okay.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Ok.
To himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ce cât a butonoiul. Ok. Perfect. Am ajuns. Dăm drumul la camere.
Now
Așa.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
427,
Each bore
unde-i?
the number of an employee in the
42.
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a
N-am apucat, pentru că eu nu știu să număr rapid.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom
427, 427, 427, aici. s-a întâmplat nimic. 47! Nu, l-am pierdut! Nu sări, că am mai făcut asta odată și n-a fost util pentru nimeni decât am auzit o piesă rock plictisitoare. Shut up. Ok, și acum, oameni!
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Oare?
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oare? Ok. Normal, am fost manipulat.
No.
Ei, nu.
He refused to believe it.
Nu.
He couldn't accept it.
Nu, eu cred asta.
Life in someone else's control? Never.
Ba da.
It was unthinkable.
Ba da.
Wasn't it?
Nu.
Was it even possible?
Da.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Ok.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Okay.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Lumină?
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
Foarte
in,
multe
Stanley
culori.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Okay.
another human life.
Ia să vedem.
For he
Știm să
would
recunoaștem
dismantle
culorile.
the controls one-
Ok. Ziceți și mie ce scrie acolo.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
A zis, deci am zis că ascultăm. Ok, zis că ascultăm.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you
trebuie să dau
tried to
off.
take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Okay.
Control? Oh, Stanley.
Whoops!
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Off!
Time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know
Ok,
where
off nu e o opțiune.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Da, unde sunt colegii
A
mei?
moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine.
I-a șters.
Of course, that was merely in this
Mi-a
instance of the
șters
story.
0142.
Sometimes when I
Oare să
did it,
contezi
I
vreodată?
simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. What I say, happily ever after.
Ok, bye. Ok, și acum pe repede înainte până trebuie să apăsăm pe off.
And for all.
Ok. Ok, nu știu la ce... Nu, efectiv nu știu la ce mă așteptam.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Ok! Presupun că asta e finalul bun, ăla pozitiv.
Even as the immense door slowly opened,
Okay.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Da.
Where had
Multe
his
puzzle.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Ceva îmi spune că n-ajung pe partea elaltă și o să cad. În fine, hai să vedem.
Seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
No, o să mă întorc, stai liniștit.
Where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Okay.
That was all he needed to know.
Oh,
Perhaps
ce
the
drăguț!
only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Presimt.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Ok!
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of a new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ok, am pățit jocul și cred că e un moment prielnic să ne oprim. Aștept să-mi scrieți în comentarii dacă dezvăluim toate misterele. Până atunci vă pup, sunteți geniali și sper să aveți în fiecare zi un motiv să zâmbiți.